When I first quit drinking, I thought that I was going to have to avoid alcohol for the rest of my life, that I would never be able to be around it, or if I was, I would be uncomfortable. And this felt like an unrealistic expectation. How could I go through my entire life not being around people drinking? And I was really concerned about this at first. Over time, I got a little more comfortable with the idea of not being around drinking. But here's the other thing that happened: I became more comfortable around people who were drinking. The big reason for this is because in the beginning, I took a big step back from my life. Instead of trying to thrust myself into the people, places, and things that were involved in drinking, alcohol-centric culture, I took a step back from those things. I didn't go to bars. I didn't go to restaurants. I stopped going to work functions. I actually got fired from my job, so I found a different job that wasn't as alcohol-centric as the one that I had before. This was a big advantage in my life. Taking that step back, slowing down, gave me the ability to then re-enter these situations, these alcohol-centric situations. Here's the other thing I found out. I don't mind being around people drinking. Almost 10 years into my recovery and sobriety, being around people drinking does not bother me. As a matter of fact, I very rarely even notice it. What I don't love is being around people who are drunk. That's obnoxious. Hearing the same story over and over again, hearing the slurred words, seeing people say and do things that they're going to regret the next day gives me secondhand embarrassment and just makes me uncomfortable. What I realized I had actually learned was how to listen to myself. I could listen to that voice in my head that said, "You don't want to be here." I could listen to that feeling in my gut of that uncomfortability. And then I could trust myself to say, "I don't want to be here, and I'm going to leave." That's the skill I really developed in recovery. That taking a step back, listening to myself, and trusting myself to take action. Here's the reality. If you're in an event, at a party, somewhere that you don't want to be, and you bounce, nobody's going to care. They might care about you, but they don't care that you're there. They don't care that you left. And most people, especially in those situations where people have had a little too much to drink, they're probably not even going to remember when you did leave.